Hey there, I'm Petteway, and I'm doing this little video for Acoustic Guitar magazine. They asked me to explain some of the things I do when I'm feeling stuck or I just want to stretch myself a little bit. And one of the things I came up with that I thought was interesting is to take a song, one that you may or may not have an arrangement for, simple, maybe a simple traditional song or one that you can at least sing the melody. Figure it out in whatever tuning you're in. Right now I'm in DADGAD, D-A-D-G-A-D. And so if I start in DADGAD here, I'll have a different approach than I would if I was in standard. So I'm going to take the tune The Water is Wide, or I guess the older version, the Scottish version, is called Wally Wally, Oh Wally Wally. And I'm going to first show you how I might play it in standard. I've never done an arrangement of this, so this is all kind of new to me, and it would be actually probably full of mistakes, but that's sort of the whole idea. So I'm going to start it, and I'm going to figure it out in major. I'm going to I think it's in the key of G typically, so I'm going to try G in DADGAD and figure out the scale that I might have to play. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but do it in minor. And I'll do that, just for an example, in two different keys. So here's G. And the scale in G would be like... and I'm just playing across the strings. So I think the melody goes something like... Okay, let me get it. So let's just do that much. So then I would add a bass line. So that's just 1, 4, 1. Okay. Let's see, I got that, and what I might want to do is take that same thing and fill it in a little bit. Okay, so now I've sort of figured out the basic melody in major. Now, to stretch myself a little, I have to figure that same melody out in minor and then apply chords to that. So in the same key, that would be what it... So let's go that far. And we'll do the same thing. We'll have the 1 and the 4. This time it's minor. It gives it a whole different flavor, and you could really just use that as a starting off point to write a whole new tune. But suppose that G is an awkward key for me and D is easier. So here's D. I would then, and we have D, G, A, D. This establishes the key. So now I'm going to do the major in D and then go to the minor. So in D, the major should be... and then... that. Okay, so that's the rough idea. And so to stretch myself, I'm already stretching myself by just trying to figure out a song I've never played. But I know the melody well enough that it would take me just a little while longer to figure that out. So now what I do is I take that and I'm in the key of D. What would it be if I changed the key of D to the key of D minor? And then my melody is going to be like this. Instead of that. That's my doggy. And part of that is just learning the scale. In D, it's the major scale is, the minor is, and you take those two scales and apply them to the melody, which is a simple melody. We could stop here, or I could go into another tuning and try the same thing. For example, let's see. So now I'm in standard. So I know the melody is going to be the same, and it's going to be a different fingering. Okay, now to do that in a minor key is going to be harder because I can't play the open strings the same way I would when I was in DADGAD. So I'll have to still figure out the melody. So it's a little different in fingering, but the concept is exactly the same. And you may find that you have to use some bar chords and maybe move up the neck. There's a whole skill that you can use and harmonize all the way up the neck. So start playing with things like taking a tune, do a simple arrangement, change it to a minor key, change the key, and then maybe start using it higher up on the neck and playing different, a different octave of the same tune. That would be minor, E minor. So that, E minor might be easier than G minor, and A minor might be easier. Or an E minor. It would take me a few minutes, but it's a great way to stretch your brain out and make you do fingerings you're not used to, and also just try them in all different keys and figure out what works. And when I'm doing an arrangement, that's how I come up with it. I just come up with different keys, play it, and when something really works, I know it immediately, and then I just drop every other idea and I go for that. So in this case, I'm not sure after doing all that which one I would end up with, but I'm guessing I would either have you do it in standard tuning in the key of G, or in DADGAD in the key of G. They both felt really comfortable to me. So that's, and then, going into a minor is just for fun, just to see if you can do it. So have fun with that. And I've got all kinds of ideas that I could tell you about, because I'm always having fun playing the guitar. That's my number one goal, is to have fun, play the guitar. Don't worry about being perfect. Just worry about stretching your imagination a little bit. So, all right, take care. See you later.